You're planning your trip to Thailand. You're trying to get everything sorted out. You have your passport. Hopefully you have your passport by now. And now you're trying to figure out which visa works best for you. I am not going to go through every single type of visa that Thailand offers because there's so many choices. There's a plethora of choices. You would just have to go to the website and figure out which one works best for you. And I'll link the website down in the description so you can go and check it out yourself. But what I am going to go through today are the most popular visas for American expats that are looking to come over to Thailand. I told you guys I read my comments. I love reading my comments. And I see that there's been more than a few asking about visa options for Thailand. So we're going to talk about that today. Let's get into it. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to tell you what type of visa it is. I'm going to tell you the length or the duration that the visa is good for. And then we'll go over the requirements. Also, important to note, these visas, the way that Thailand has it categorized is they'll have like a type of visa and then a subtype. For example, they have long-term visas, which are good for 10 years, but there's different subtypes. Like there's a retirement long-term visa, there's a wealthy individual long-term visa. So we'll go over those. First on the list is the tourist visa. So the tourist visa, depending on how many entries you pay for, it could be a single entry or a multiple entry tourist visa. This means that it tallies the amount of times you enter Thailand. A single entry visa means that you're showing your passport to be stamped one time. Okay? Just once. If you leave the country and come back, okay, now you have to get another visa, right? Single entry. If it's multiple, this means that you can leave and come back for the duration of the visa. So the tourist visa, you have a single entry for 3 months and the multiple entry for 6 months. And listen, guys, I'm at the beach, okay? I'm having a perfect day at the beach. There's no one around me. I'm going to insert a clip right here so you can see. I am in heaven right now, so I am looking at the beach. I am looking at the waves coming in on the shore. I just love it, okay? So just like in my month update when I was saying, oh, if I'm looking off, I'm looking at the view, it's gorgeous. Same deal here, okay? So I hope looking at that clip, you can understand why I'm just so captivated by this. So, tourist visa. Single entry is good for 3 months. Multiple entry is good for 6 months. The requirements: a photocopy of the biodata page of your passport with validity at least to cover the visa stay. It does not specify how long, but you would at least need to have your passport valid for the length of your visa's duration. You also need to submit a photograph taken within the last 6 months, a copy of your airline ticket confirmation, a copy of your hotel and or accommodation reservations. They also want to see 3 months worth of bank statements as proof that you have at least 20,000 Thai baht in your bank, which at the recording of this video, 20,000 Thai baht is about $620. They're also going to require a document showcasing your current location outside of Thailand. So that's for if you want the single entry or the multiple entry. The next popular visa option for American expats is going to be the employment visa. Most people that are looking to be teachers in Thailand, teaching the English language, this is the visa that they would obtain. There are different types of employment visas, but the one specifically for teachers, it's a single entry visa. It's valid for 3 months, very similar to the tourist visa. Thailand wants to see a photocopy of the biodata page of your passport. The validity of your passport is unspecified, but you would at least need to have a valid passport that covers the duration of the type of visa you're applying for. So the employment visa for teachers is for 3 months on a single entry. You need to at least ensure that you have 3 months on your passport. But I would say If you're looking to be a teacher, I would not cut it close like that with 3 months validity on your passport. I think that's very irresponsible. Go ahead and renew your passport. Get a new passport. It's 10 years for a passport. Just go ahead and get a new one so you don't have to scramble with it when you're over here or outside of the United States, wherever you're going to go. They're also going to ask for a photograph of you taken within the last 6 months. And for this one, 3 months worth of bank statements. But instead of 20,000 Thai baht, like the tourist visa, they're going to ask for at least 30,000 Thai baht, which is about $925. They want to see that you have that in the bank. They're also going to ask for a document showing your current location outside of Thailand, just like the tourist visa. You're also going to have to submit a background check and a letter from the Ministry of Education. I do not have an education visa, but I'm assuming that that letter from the Ministry of Education is something that you will obtain from the institution you're going to work for or with. And I'm assuming that they're going to help you with that. The next type of visa that is popular with American expats is the education visa. This is actually the visa that I have. It's a single entry visa. It's valid for 3 months. So when I got to Thailand, I had no visa. So when I was at the airport, they gave me a tourist visa on arrival right there. And then once I decided which school I was going to go to, I enrolled and they helped me apply for my education visa. That was a service that they offered me. So in Thailand, there are different types of Thai language schools and they have different packages. So sometimes those language schools, they teach Chinese, they teach English, they teach Thai, and they'll have different packages you can choose from that fits your needs best. You know, you could do part-time, you could do one-on-one, you can do a group class, you can do a slow pace, an intensive pace. With the school that I went to, which is AAA Thai language school, I'll put the information in the description too if you want to check them out. I loved it. The administration, they were just so perfect. They were so sweet. My teacher, Kun Titapa, she was amazing. I just loved her. I loved her. She was just great teacher. She didn't know a lot of English, but she tried her best. But even though she didn't know a lot of English, we didn't know Thai, we still were able to learn. So it was perfect. And my class size, it was about, I think we ended up having 11 people, 12 people in my class. Yeah, it was a great experience. I highly recommend, but it is very challenging. I'm not going to say it's hard. It is challenging for an English speaking and thinking mind. But anyway, this video is not about my review of Thai language school. You want to know about the visas. The education visa, single entry, valid for 3 months. They're going to ask for a copy of your biodata page of your passport with unspecified validity. They're also going to ask for that photograph taken within the last 6 months. They're going to want to see that you have the ability to remit your tuition fees and living expenses. So they want to see proof of that. The way that this was submitted for me is when I went to enroll into the class, they take cash, period. So I paid cash, I got a receipt, and the school did all my education visa documents for me. And so they attached a copy of the receipt that I had already paid for the class. If you're going to do the e-visa to learn Thai language, that you do enroll into a program where they're going to help you with your visa. It is so convenient. It's so helpful because there's a certain way that these documents need to be filled out. And, this is a different language. It's a different country, different rules, different regulations. I just suggest that if you do the education visa, that you have your institution help you with that. You're also going to have a letter from the Ministry of Education and a letter confirming your enrollment into the course that you're taking with a copy of the photo ID of the person who prepared that letter for you. Initially, I said there were certain types of visas and then there's subtypes. So with the e-visa, what I just explained, that was if you are going to partake in educational programs. But there are other e-visas. There's an e-visa if you want to go to higher learning, if you want to get your bachelor's degree or higher in Thailand. There's also an e-visa for school-age children. Let's say you have kids and you want to bring them over. They're going to be in elementary, middle, high school. There's a visa for them. And then there's a visa for if you want to take Muay Thai. Yes. You can obtain a visa to come to Thailand, an education visa, to participate in Muay Thai. Yes, if you're interested in Muay Thai, there's another visa that works for you, and we're going to cover that later. But yes, the education visa has a subtype for Muay Thai. All of the requirements that I explained in the education visa, it is the same requirements for Muay Thai, for Thai language, for your school-age children, same requirements for them all. Next popular visa for American expats is the long-term resident visa. This is amazing. This is another type that has subtypes, so we'll go through those. The long-term resident visa is a multiple entry visa that's valid for 10 years, guys. Under the long-term resident visa, the subtypes include the long-term resident retirement visa. This is for those who are 50 years old or older with a pension or a stable income. So this is great for veterans like me, that are older. You have that disability and that retirement coming in, you're golden. The next subtype is the remote worker. The way they have this categorized is they say remote worker for a well-established overseas company. Since I don't have this visa, I cannot tell you exactly what that means, but I'm assuming a well-established company would be like, a Fortune 500 company or something like that they can easily recognize. The next long-term resident visa subtype is for wealthy individuals. Now, what they consider to be wealthy is you have to have $1 million or more in assets. And the last subtype for the long-term resident visa is for spouses and children up to 20 years old, and you have 4 dependents max for that one. Okay, so you could have your wife or your husband and 3 kids that are 20 and under. The requirements for a long-term resident visa include a copy of your biodata page of your passport with the validity unspecified. They also want you to submit that photograph taken within the last 6 months. They want to see a document showing your current location outside of Thailand. And then they also want a letter of qualification from the Thai Board of Investment. So that is something that you would have to look into further with the Thai government. But yes, that is a visa that many people have in Thailand. Last but not least, this is probably the most popular or most wanted visa by American expats. It's the DTV visa, commonly known as the Digital Nomad visa. This visa is a multiple entry visa, valid for 5 years. Requirements very similar to the other visas. So again, a copy of your biodata page and your passport. The validity is unspecified again on this one. They want to see a photograph taken within the last 6 months for sure. They're also going to want to see a document showing your current location outside of Thailand. But then the financial requirement is steeper than the other visas. So they're going to want to see evidence that you have at least 500,000 Thai baht in the bank. 500,000 at the time of recording this video is about $15,500. Same thing, they're going to ask for 3 months of bank statements for that one. So now as far as the subtypes, we have the Digital Nomad DTV visa. So with this, you have to submit the same requirements that I just listed, but they're also going to want an employment contract or proof of your portfolio showing that, okay, this person is a freelancer, they are a digital nomad, this is their work, this is what they do. The next subtype of the DTV visa, soft power. I mentioned before how you can have an e-visa for Muay Thai. This is another way that you can come in and participate in Muay Thai. The soft power also includes culinary. So you can learn how to cook Thai food or train Muay Thai under the soft power DTV visa. The requirements for that visa is just proof of confirmation that you're going to attend either Muay Thai or your Thai cooking classes. The last subtype is a DTV visa for your spouse and your children. Let's say you are doing the digital nomad thing, or you're taking Muay Thai and you have a wife or a husband and kids. This is the visa that they would be obtaining for you guys to all come over together. The requirements for this one, for your dependents, Thailand wants to see a copy of the main DTV visa holder, as well as proof of the relationship. So if you're married, they want to see the marriage certificate. If it's your child, they want to see the birth certificate. All of these visas can be applied for online. I suggest, because I was not able to obtain my visa in enough time before I came over, and I applied about 2-3 weeks before I was scheduled to leave. So I would try applying like a month or a month and a half, 2 months before you're scheduled to come to Thailand. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I really hope that you guys are satisfied with this. I know some of you guys were really asking for the visa information, but understand that I can give you this info, but I am not a part of Thai government. So perform your own due diligence. Thailand changes these requirements very, very, very often. Sometimes they'll say, oh, tourist visa is good for 90 days. Sometimes they'll say it's 60 days, it's 30. It just depends. So take a look at the link in my description. Go to the website yourself so you can see what Thailand is requiring today. I would hate for you to listen to this video and something changes tomorrow and then you were expecting something based on what I said, for today, what's going on today. So please make sure you do your due diligence and check out the Thailand website yourself to see what those requirements are. They change it very, very often. So yes, make sure you look at it yourself. Okay? I'm grateful for you guys being here and watching my videos and being part of the community. Now, what time is it? It is 4:41. I think the rules are from 3 to 7. So I need to get off here so I can get in this water, get my body wet with the water, get in the beach, connect with the water, connect with the land. Y'all know how I am about this stuff, about nature and the spirit. So yes, thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I hope you know how I feel. I hope that everything is going well for you. I hope that you're doing well, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. We'll talk soon. Bye.